Mine's the one that starts with D.
I don't see it.
Oh, might have been booted already then. It's D's Fathom or something like that.
What do you think of this summit so far?
Lots of good content. One of the people that I do some stuff with is going to be on tomorrow. Same day as Brian Fink. Brian Fink's session, I would highly recommend you attend.
Yeah, I've had all of them on in the background, to be honest.
I mean, I think that these types of things are great. You know, capture it all and load it into your environments, and then have it tell you what's useful, what's not. It'll help you optimize things. I don't know how busy this is going to be, Dom. It's directly competing with one of the sessions.
Oh yeah, I didn't even post it till 5 minutes ago. Or like about an hour ago, probably, I think, whenever I walked out of here. But this one's Donnie Gupton's partner. What's up, Andy?
Somebody you work with?
How's it going, buddy?
Donnie Gupton. He was that trainer, that coach that was charging everybody for the marketing courses.
Have you ever done one of those?
His? Yeah.
How does it work?
Since it's recorded, yeah, I'll tell you offline. Yeah, Andy, show me what you got going on over there with the.
With what? Oh, job board.
Yeah.
Here, do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me load it up. Share screen. I don't know when you can see it.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically just built this with Claude Code. Kind of an extension for companies who are not maybe looking for the executive search, but then also, honestly, there's like 2 or 3 job boards in food and beverage, CPG, and I built one for our aviation team. But ultimately what I'm trying to do is like build. So do you guys know what built-in is?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
So built-in for IT is like a recruiting platform, but what's really great is they like build company profiles for organizations to like share culture, benefits, all that. So one thing we've been doing is like giving food and beverage companies the opportunity to tell, hey, allow like this is your link to, hey, candidates, go over there and take a look, right? So like candidates can go through this, see where their headquarters are, how many people are on site, and then really get like a detailed breakdown of like what benefits and perks there are. Like I work with so many companies that give 100% paid healthcare for both spouse and families. Like it's a couple grand a year and a great benefit. If you don't know about it, you're just kind of completely naive to it. So we're slowly building this out, and then we're allowing candidates to go in and like get like a once a week email subscription, like newsletter, where every Friday I just kind of share on the job board like what's hot, or you can personalize it specific to the role. So if you're a director of finance that wants a VP of finance role, you can set that up in the alerts, and that's all you get. So if someone posts a role on here, if a company posts a role, you're immediately told when it comes. And then yeah, kind of easy to list a position. This is our pricing at this stage. You just kind of go through this like wizard, and you can upload within seconds.
Is it the pricing there?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it here. I'll try to zoom in.
So one posting for 60 days is $145.
Yeah.
Not bad.
No. And I kind of went off of like what competitors are charging and tried to stay in that ballpark. But ultimately, what I'm trying to do to differentiate from them is like creating that company profile, right? Like giving people the opportunity. So right now my focus is reaching out to like CEOs, founders of like newly established organizations and companies and said, hey, it's free to create a profile. So go on there, create it. Let me know what's missing. Are there things that you want to tell candidates that we need to add to the back end? So, and I've gotten maybe 3 or 4 CEOs who've come back with like, oh, I'd love to see this. Like one of them's like, hey, if I update, like if I get 15 resumes, is there a way for me to like manipulate them? And so I'm like, well, now I'm building an applicant tracking system. So I'm like, let me hold on that. But then I got some people who are like, yeah, I need to tell people about X, Y, or Z. And so we're slowly adding that into the background.
What's your goal with that long term?
Dude, honestly, I would love for it to get to a point where it becomes like an industry kind of well-known like platform. And then, you know, like Careers in Food is probably the biggest competitor. They have 17,000 job posts. Like, yeah, it would be great to get to 5 to 10,000 job posts at one time, and then, you know, make enough revenue to support the industry, but then maybe say, okay, the other side of the recruiting business just becomes more or less a, hey, I'll do executive roles, C-suite, and then just kind of let it run.
I'm gonna see
The goal is to be on the golf course 3 days a week.
What's that?
I said the goal is to be on the golf course 3 days a week.
Brother, I hear you. Where's my phone? 1 second. I hear you. One of my clients called me out the other day. He's like, hey, why are you so tan? I'm like, oh, just a lot of golf.
You are tan. I just got back from Costa Rica and you're way tanner than me.
Yeah, but I don't know. Zach, you're probably getting it too. Is it smoky over there right now?
They're saying it's about to get here today.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, it might be my AirPods.
No, it could be me.
No, I can hear Zach fine.
Oh, yeah, they're saying it's coming today.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you, Dom.
Okay. Sorry, you said yeah, it was?
It's coming today, they're saying. It isn't here yet.
It was here. It's awful.
Where are you
Terrible.
located, Zach?
I'm in Columbus.
Ohio? Oh yeah, it's here in Illinois too.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, they're saying
Yeah,
that it's supposed to get here.
It reminds me of like walking outside into a sauna. That's what it smells like.
Oh, like charcoal, like burning, like
No,
that's
like
terrible.
Look at this, guys.
like cedar. It doesn't smell like a campfire. It smells like cedar, like humidity.
Gross.
Oh, this is where I live right now in Michigan, right? You know what the air quality is? The highest I've ever seen this. 500. Extremely hazardous.
That's terrible.
Where are the fires at? Up in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, welcome to Colorado. We get this shit every fucking summer. It sucks.
Well, it's terrible.
It's
Yeah.
so like foggy and it smells like a bonfire outside. Like as soon as you finish a bonfire the next day, that's what it smells like.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
really
it's
want to
brutal.
limit yourself to going outside. I read somewhere like it's the equivalent of smoking like 5 packs of cigarettes when it gets that high, or 5 cigarettes a day, Dom. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Just as bad?
yeah.
Jeez.
Terrible.
Probably not bad for me right now. I'll go outside and get a quick nicotine buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's bad. Yeah, I was thinking about doing this too here, Andy, just getting a bunch of domains and that and pushing them towards one just for SEO and all that. And then you could do like eventually what you could do too. And this is what I was thinking. I already got the top 2 other supply chain logistics recruiters on board with this. Just creating something like you have, but also having these 2 other recruiting firms come on there and put their jobs, and we can all share. Like, hey, I don't have time right now to fill this role, but if you have somebody, fill it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think I mean, it creates like a little ecosystem, right? And like we've talked about this before, you don't need to compete with every other recruiting agency. You can partner easily. There's enough food to go around.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and I'm like, if I own the actual board, like there's recruiting agencies that post on these other boards. I might as well just say like, hey, here's a new outlet, you know?
Yeah.
But Andy, what's the economics of it? I've thought about this because I have such a tight niche. But like, what do the economics look like? Can you like actually make can you make money?
Yeah, you can, because the 3 job boards in my industry, I like ran a Claude. I pulled like basically all 3 sites, who's posting, what type of roles, which companies are posting on each board, and there were quite a lot, right? I'm maybe $200 into building this,
Mm-hmm.
and one post pays for that, right? And I do think once it gets up to the kind of goal that I and the dream that I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to like outsource this, right?
Sure.
But I think conservatively, when I ran numbers, if I got 10,000 posts and listings, even at the unlimited, between 2 to 400,000 a year.
Okay.
Now that doesn't. I'm not.
Factor
There's no.
maintenance.
That's just money in the bank account. I don't know what it would cost to then run it with
Yeah.
server, like you know what I mean. But I can't imagine it. I think it's going to be green for sure. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. How many postings are you targeting? What would kind of that threshold be?
That's around roughly 7,500. Right now on the board, I've got maybe, I think like 300.
Okay.
And then I set it up so if a company hosts a role on our board, they have 2 options. They can point the candidate directly to their HR tool. So it just links to their posting on their website, and then the candidate goes through, right? Second is a hiring manager can have all applications go directly to their inbox. So there's 2 options, and they set that up in the wizard. Eventually, I will add the hey, all applicants will just go into this applicant tracking system, and you can open resumes and drag. I'm just not there yet.
You got to create a back end.
So trying to make it as simple as possible, and that's coming from feedback of CEOs that I've worked with like, hey, I'm going to launch this. Like, what do you or HR talent acquisition teams like? What would be convenient for you? And one of them's like, I would rather they just all go directly to our HR site because then we have full, like, we don't care where they come from, but if they're coming through your channel, that it is what it is. You know, they just want to get them through their.
I have a question. Like, is there an opportunity though to like add a layer because you're a specialist in this industry, right? Like you can add value beyond what just a job board is. Like, is there an opportunity to add value at a different layer where you could say, hey, or if you don't want to just be flooded with 200 applicants per role, we can do this service per role, and it's like an additional X amount. And then obviously there's some, you could obviously have AI do some kind of pretty standard, reasoning. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, because I've thought about this and I'm like, sure, would it be maybe disruptive? Would it be like a value add to the community and to the industry you're focused on? Yes. But like, there's no moat. Like, I want to, like, you have to like kind of create. I get it, and I want to do this too, but I'm trying to think. I've personally thought of this, and I want to think of like a way that I can capitalize on it a little more than just being a job board,
Yeah, I thought about that. Like, hey, let us filter through. And I'm about 3-4 weeks into this. So it's something I'm definitely like have on the to-do list. I just wanted to get everything launched first.
Yeah. Yeah.
So still in like the beta, but yeah, 100% like maybe add hey, for a flat fee. But then I gotta like kind of break down like what is that gonna look like, right? Because like you said, 200 applicants, how do we build in and then say like, hey, out of these 200, here's the 10 that match the most, you know?
Yeah. Or it's like, you know, you have, what would be cool? Sorry, Dom. You've got like all this data, right? You've got this captive audience. If you create some momentum around it, right? Then it's like, you have the data of like, they open this job, they repost a job. Then, you know, it's like there's a critical need there. Or they, you know, the job's been open forever. They're going through candidates, but they're not hiring anybody. They're not taking the job down. So what you could do is then like proactively, hey, would you like us to identify the right person for you? We have thousands of candidates that we look at. And is there an opportunity or is there a way around like everybody who applies through your platform, you get their resume essentially? Like, is that in the fine print too? Like, so I'm just curious, like, is there other ways that we could, like, if I could do this in my industry, how like,
yeah.
I thought about this a while ago. Here, I got a great idea for you, Andy, because I'm about to do it. And I don't think there's any better time than right now to do it, because think about how many people are struggling finding a job, right? And they're going to just the generic job boards, Career, Bill, or whatever, ZoomInfo, Indeed. So careers in CPG. Not only do that, you have a newsletter that's going out to candidates specifically for them. You got a newsletter that's going out to the hiring managers of how to filter through AI. You have an upskilling community to upskill some of the talent to learn AI, right? That's another source of revenue. Then you have advertising for companies to advertise specifically on this. That's only attracting people looking for careers in CPG. There's a million ways to monetize this. And I was going to do this a long time ago. Even looking at my notes over here, I had this down like a year and a half ago and I fucking never did it. But now I'm going to do it because I think looking at yours, it was such a great idea.
I like it, Andy.
No, thanks guys. And like, I'd love for you to go through the site and like hit me up and just go, here, dude, you're missing this, or here's a, you know, like I thought about that on the newsletter because part of, like the newsletter is growing quickly, getting lots of candidates on there. I think we launched 3 weeks ago. I think we're up to like 7,000 subscriptions on it, which is huge, right? Wow. So how do I monetize that? And right now it's, hey, if you go to a $235 a month listing, you're guaranteed to be on the top of that newsletter. But eventually I'm going to have to change that because if I get 5,000 listings, I can't list 5,000 on there. So maybe it is like, hey, pay for the premium spot. So
what's the domain again?
It's just cpgcareer.com.
Not careers, just career.
Well, I couldn't get careers. Pisses me off.
When you get big enough.
Everything's taken.
Yeah. The annoying thing is it doesn't even go to anything. It goes to like buy this.
You can also look at other like domains like .job, whatever. It doesn't have to be .com.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, it looks good.
You might be able to find, I don't know, you might be able to do backers, I'm not sure, but I know the top level domains, the closer you get to it, the better, but you might be able to somehow get creative with the title and it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So, Andy, the roles that you have posted on here, the 450 roles, are those companies that have agreed to let you post and then you're doing that, or is this or are you like scraping and there's some data that you're kind of just?
I would say 70% are roles that I'm posting through just me and like clients, right? And then the other 30% I scraped, and essentially my lawyer told me like, as long as you're not claiming you own it and you're not like, so like Olipop isn't a client of mine. I want them to be. So I reached out to them like, hey, do you mind? And the HR person's like, we don't care. Like, as long as you're sending people to us. And like, my hopes is that she turns around and goes, oh, a couple people went through his, I don't know how we would track that, but, and then there's also like a, hey, take this down, so they can, but as long as you're just posting the
Yeah.
title, the company, and then not the full job description, legally you
Yeah.
should be fine. But yeah, 70% of those are my clients. Like they're actually posting through, and my reach out was just like, hey, building this, got this big of a following, you should think about posting with us, and they did. And then the first 30 companies, I did like a founder special, so they're getting like discounted pricing for as long as they want to post on the site.
That's good.
And then any client that hires me for like any retained work, I just automatically add them to this. Yeah. And then all of those applicants just go straight into my inbox.
That's awesome.
Like this.
Yeah.
550 domains right now.
Appreciate you looking at it. And like I said, if anything populates or you're like, hey, I thought about doing it myself and I've added this, so let me know. Like, it'd be great.
I came in late. Andy, can you give like a 30-second recap?
Yeah, so I don't know. We met Tyler. I haven't been on one of these calls forever. Yeah, so I created a job board specific to my industry and niche. We've got two. We do food and beverage, CPG, and then we do aviation. And so we created 2 job boards, and it's literally like an extension for companies to go, hey, we maybe don't want to pay the retain fee, but we can utilize your network and post. I'm like 3 weeks into it, so it's cpgcareer.com, and yeah, just built it using like Claude Code, and it's been pretty good. I won't say it's successful yet, but we're making money off of it, which is good.
Plus,
But
you're monetizing. So okay.
yeah.
Are they paying just via Stripe?
Yeah. Set everything up in Stripe. That was probably, so everything gets pushed through like Versal, and then Stripe was the payment process. And honestly, like Claude Code, when I was like, help me build this as a newbie, it literally just walked me step by step through everything. And then I'm doing everything through Visual Studio Code, building the site through that.
Yes.
How is it monetized? Ads, companies are paying for an advertisement.
Companies are paying to post.
Okay.
So the companies don't pay to create their company profile. That's free. Any company can go on. If they build their profile, I give them a discount code at the end. But the monetization right now is only through companies posting roles. But as Dom said, there's a ton of ways to monetize these.
So many. Give a business plan for it.
I mean, roughly in my head, nothing on paper.
Dude, I know what we could do. So give me that when you have one, give me one.
Yeah.
We'll put it through this. Watch this.
Grow it, scale it, sell it to Don.
Yeah, I'll wait for my field time. Tokens on you. What we got? So that's my offer roast skill, which is amazing. I want you guys to see this because it's fucking amazing.
Did you build the offer roast?
I think you did. Yeah.
And I could say, if you roast it based on what you like, give me a business plan. And then from there, start to put it in buckets of like, all right, if I wanted to target the talent, because you can monetize both sides of this, Andy, for sure. Not just the talent, but just the companies, the advertising, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the aviation side is interesting because they monetize like, hey, candidates sign up for this and pay.
There's a guy that I know that played at NHL. I got to remember his name, Andy. And he does this programmatic marketing where they make like pennies on each job. What's the name? Connect you with them. This guy makes so much money off of this programmatic marketing, and it's job boards, what he does.
Oh, really?
He played for the Calgary Flames. I forgot his name though.
I wonder, Andy, if there's a way to, because I've thought of this too, and like I'm just one of the things I kind of bounced around was like offering something to candidates on the candidate side. Like if you feel like you're a good candidate, like we pre-vet you or something, and then we have like a pool of vetted candidates that are like, you know, that are more like we can kind of have a more personalized match for them.
Yeah.
So you can kind of monetize
While
that
that's
side.
going,
Another
what else are you thinking on it?
another company that you might want to take a look at, you might be able to take some of the strategies out of their playbook, is ladders.com, where they try to focus exclusively on like high level candidates. But the way they offer it, they have different service offerings.
Is anybody else on this call here? Are you talking, David? Or can I not hear you?
Yeah, I am.
Can you hear
Sorry.
us?
My AirPods.
But basically, take a look at that, and I would have AI like analyze your idea and give you suggestions based upon what they're doing.
Yeah, because for those who weren't on the call to start, my kind of thought on this was like built in with their like company profiles. They do such a good job of just creating a company profile. So I reached out to a handful of CEOs and said, like, go in and create your company profile. And you can always point candidates, whether or not you use my site, you can always point candidates back to this. It's hosting like everything about your culture, your benefits. And I've had a few that were like, oh God, I love it. So they went in and built it. And then they came back to me with like, hey, you're missing this. And so quickly added that. And one CEO did come back to me. He was like, hey, I would love to see this like a ladders, but specific to the niche. I just don't know where to start on that. So it was definitely like in the to-do list. Damn, it's really roasting this, Dom. Shit.
Oh yeah, you'll see when it comes out.
All your Fable time, your token.
It will it'll give you 5 different perspectives. One, first principles, and then I forgot the other 4, but you'll see here. Yeah, here you go.
Can you email this to me?
Yeah. So it gives you the contrarian view, the expansionist, the first principles, deep researcher, and then a buyer. So final verdict says to reshape it, confidence, medium to high. Why this verdict is corrected and validated by force band's own evolution, but the 3 plays as bundled are incoherent.
Dom, is there a way that I could kind of make my own skill like this off of how you built it?
Do you want the skill?
Yeah, do you mind?
Yeah.
Is it pretty generic? It's generic enough I could apply it to what I do?
Yeah, you can put it to anything right here.
Any type of idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
I run it on any of my ideas. And so because I think in the beginning when we all first start getting the AI and it tells you, oh, great idea. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought I was a fucking genius. And next thing you know, I'm going down a rabbit hole and be like, oh, that was so dumb.
Yep.
No, I appreciate you doing this, Dom.
No problem. So be concrete, blunt, commercially useful, avoid generic startup advice. Like there's times where I've listened to it, told me to kill the idea, and I'm like, all right, I'll kill it. So then you can take this and be like, all right, now that you came up with this, give me my ICP, and then go start to target those in buckets. And
yeah. I just like these ideas because it's something different to reach out to the same decision makers about, where you're not just like trying to chase their ad or, do the stuff that we normally do. It's like it adds value with and is kind of a pattern interrupt a little bit.
Yeah.
Does anybody want this skill here?
Yeah. Send it to me too, please.
I'll take it. Put my email in chat.
Uh,
Dude, this call's already like 10 times more valuable than the AI recruiting summit all week long.
yeah, you know,
Put me in there, John.
Zach, Tyler, I've been on a lot of the calls, just having them in the background. It's like now I have to rethink of how I want to do my call. David, what's your email again? Just tell it to me.
The
Tyler, which one?
DMMARR@gmail.
I got you. Tyler, what's yours again?
TYRIDER427@gmail.com.
I'm gonna have to jump in a minute, boys. I gotta get my son down to the hockey rink.
Wow. Midday?
Yeah, he's training with a juniors program right now.
Does anybody else want this skill before I click send?
Yeah, Dom, I put my email in there in the chat.
Tom, I got yours. What is
Okay.
it again? So it'll pop up.
Sweet.
T Vargas. What is
Yep.
it?
Tom,
I'm not even in the chat, so tell me what it is.
Tom at
TEK.
TEK.
Anyone
go.
else? Gone.
Going.
Yeah, here's some of the skills that I have. That this one's great too. GitHub GemSeeker. This is amazing. Andy, this is one I don't think you've been on in a while to show you, but every day this will run 20 net new logo prospects for me, and then give me this. At the same time, so give me this, Andy, every day. Companies that are hot for me to reach out to, the segment that they're in, all supply chain logistics, supply chain tech, the signal for me to reach out to them, the contact person, phone number, if verified, obviously we'll get it anyway, but if it's first pass, if their LinkedIn URL, and then the angle to reach out to them. At the same time, as soon as it finishes, it goes right here, puts them in my drafts folder, and has it ready to go. I'll just review them, touch it up a bit, hit send.
Wow. Oh man.
Dude, that's amazing. Can you send me that?
Yeah, you got to. Well, you got to customize. Like mine's super customized.
Yeah. Or at
Dude.
least the framework of it.
So wait, where does it mail? Does it email it to you, or does it just put it into that?
It puts it in my drafts. But then you want to know what's even better? At that same time, after I get this, it will go and put it into my Driplify campaign or HayReach, and have all the sequences ready to go. And if they don't respond within 24 to 48 hours, I forgot whatever I set it at, it will then go and put them into an instantly campaign to do a sequence on them automatically, where I don't even have to touch it. But I paused it because I just too much going on right now. So like it'll put them into these campaigns right here. Put them into this 3-step sequence for me.
What's that plugin you have in your what's the third plugin you have there?
This?
Yeah.
So I can track all the emails, who opens it, and how many times they open it.
Okay. What is it? It's good.
I'll show you. Let's see. Send. And then,
What is it called, Dom?
MailTrack Pro. So I could go down here and then I'll click this green box here. And then I could see, all right, how many times they open, especially when I'm doing BD. If I see, all right, they opened it right now, boom, 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 this many times, I'm hitting them on a call.
Yeah. Wow. And it's only for Gmail. Shit. That's awesome.
I'm sure there's other ones that are similar, but yeah, here's the, this is a $6 billion company right here that we're implementing AI for. Like, this is what a $6 billion company would want right now on AI. Like, this is easy shit for me, but for them, they're clueless. And you would think they're a tech company, they would know how to do this.
That's awesome, Dom.
Yeah. It's their commercial director, senior director, commercial execution and performance.
That was from a cold outreach.
No, I already, dude, see, like, that's the thing. It's like, you can't go to these companies and say, I'm going to help you guys.
Right.
AI.
Everyone's
You know,
doing
if
that.
they,
Yeah.
right. If they, like, I already know them because I've been recruiting for them, right? So they trust me. But, like, when I showed him this, he's like, what the fuck is that? But, like, oh shit. Turning your Fable right now into getting, you guys got 3 more days to max out Fable. We have 6 accounts right now going for Fable.
Do you really? I have 2.
Brad has 3 or 4. I have 2. I have 3.
When does it go away? The 19th?
Yeah, but here's the thing: they're gonna have to keep.
Yeah, they said it was gonna go away like a few weeks
Yeah.
ago, and it's just
They're gonna have to because GPT 5.6 Soul is unbelievable. Number 1,
6 is
number 2,
I think.
yeah,
They're saying.
5.6. Wait, what 6? What is?
I think they're saying. I thought they were saying ChatGPT 6 might come out today or tomorrow.
Oh, they're gonna skip 7, 8, 9.
I think so.
I didn't read that yet. Usually I go on. Here, I'll tell you in a second.
It says I don't know. There were some rumors that it might be today or tomorrow.
In about a month, could be today, or they might have meant GPT 6 will be based in the. Yeah, just to give you like here you go. Here's a perfect example, right? So I'll take this right here, and I'll take my assistant, and I'll be like, read Greg Eisenberg's
Yeah.
post here and tell me how I can use it now. Like, this is some of the stuff that I'll probably show Tyler because, like, I think from a lot of the questions I see people asking on this summit, if I show them agent swarms, they're gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Yeah.
They'll probably
Was
just,
it basic on the summit? Was it pretty basic stuff?
Tyler, David, you guys have been on them.
I would say it's catering to where people are at still, which is like graduating. Well, one, writing better prompts,
Yeah.
and 2, graduating into gradually using agents and building some of your own like outstanding things and helping explain how tokens work and things of that sort. Like, it's still what I would call like the beginning phases of using this, if you are at all. But there's a hunger for it. It's just people are not ready, or they don't know how to put it to work for them, basically.
Yeah.
There's some people that have some good knowledge, but I think most of them, they're like, can I do this on a free plan? Can I do this on a free plan?
Not even willing to put one thing up. Yeah.
Up in the chat. Yeah. But there was one guy that had some good stuff. I connected with him on
Reese?
chatting with him about some stuff.
I
There's
knew
another
Reese was said.
There's another guy.
Yeah. So I was
I
talking
talk to Reese all the time.
The other guy that's good is Tal out of California.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, there's a call I just joined, and they're building some pretty high level stuff, man. I think you'd really like it. And he's like, is it Dominic's call? I was like, yeah.
Well, I've been talking to
already
Reese nonstop. Like, here, we're talking right now. Here.
He built his own CRM, which I really want to do.
Reese is
I just don't want the maintenance.
he's a beast, dude. He knows what he's doing.
So I built my own CRM, and it's a pain in the ass, honestly. I
Tyler, go to
Here,
GitHub and go to 20 CRM right here. 20 CRM.
the one thing I struggle with now, and maybe you've kind of worked through this at this point, but like, you know, I jumped from Codex to Claude a little bit, and those are my primaries, obviously. But then I have this Hermes agent, and it's like, where do I build these skills that it? I know we kind of touched on this last time I was on a call, but like, where do I build these skills, and where do I build these cron jobs that are like repeatable? Like, are you building them into Claude, or are you having the Hermes or the OpenClaw agent run
Build-
some of that? How
Build
do you
them
delineate?
right here. You build them with Claude or ChatGPT or whatever, and then you push it to GitHub, and then you
Okay.
can use it on any.
And then you so that's
use,
my
use it as MCP. Here's my MCP that I have for. Okay, I'll show you right here. Right here. You can push it to anything.
And this is like your data set that is like all your candidate info, your content, your client info. This is like all that stuff that lives in your database.
Yeah, and it's exactly why I think CRMs, ATS are done so.
They got to be headless.
It's like, yeah, it's like, look at, I mean, I can go right here in a Loxo candidate database, find me top 10 operations managers in Metro Detroit. Watch this. So it's pulling from my entire Loxo database and reading everything. And then it's going to go also, I mean, I'd give it way more, you know, find me top 10 operations manager that has, you know, ran 3 facilities, has been in charge of P&L, 5 million, 500 million and above, whatever it may be.
Yeah. But here's my question then. So if you're going to get rid of a CRM and you're going to replace it with this type of a workflow, like what does that workflow look like, right? Like, because like obviously you need to surface signals, right? Then that is what I think is key, which is what what you've done a lot of. But then it's like, okay, I need to follow up with these people. I need to track this, outreach. And there's like different stages within your sales process or your outreach process, or even just segments of your prospective clients. Like, hey, these are all director level people. These are all C-suite people that I want to reach out. How do you how would you do that without having to think about, oh, I want to give me the 10 of this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how work? What's that work?
And having different buckets, right? Like, here's all my C-suite. Here's whatever this.
So you would create,
right? I wouldn't even. I would just have Claude create it for me. I'd say create my entire Loxo database into buckets. Put all the VPs of sales into this bucket, directors into this bucket, and then go to your marketing, your newsletters, your emails. As soon as role opens, anybody that fits this job description, send them an email.
Okay.
I have no problem paying for a database. There's just customizable things I wish I could change that I can't, right? That's the only reason why I want to build one. I just don't want the maintenance headache of it.
I know.
Everything else I build, I'm always working on. So all this AI stuff's freed up a lot of my time, but I've spent it building more stuff or maintaining the stuff I've built, tweaking it.
Let me see if I can get in this and show you guys what our back end looks like here.
And then I'll show you, I haven't showed anybody this yet, but I'll show you guys I'm creating something that's ingesting all the jobs for every target account that I have. I have 650 target accounts. And then I'm ingesting all the open jobs that are relevant to my space. And then prioritizing them, tracking how long they've been open, who the hiring manager is, and even the pay when it's posted, right? We're tracking like even historical, like if they close a job, but we had tracked it, we're keeping that, how much they typically pay so that we can prioritize, oh, these people are high paying clients in our space. I want to focus on them first, and it kind of rescores them based on that as well. I'll show you
that's sweet. I'd love to see that. Yeah. So here's our internal, basically CRM data board. But what else is cool here is you can go in here and build agents right here. So our clients will be able to go in here and create an agent and put what they want it to do, select the model, and blah, 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 and save it. And there's their agent. So then I can go into, like, let's say this client right here, enter client view, John Kiss, enter as him. Then everything that they create in here is relevant for them. Like our database stipends it off where it's only for them. So I'll say leads for them. Here you go. Here's 9,200 leads and companies identified for your ICP. Here you go.
Wow. That's unreal.
Yeah, they no longer need to buy LinkedIn, whatever, right?
Zoom info maybe, or
yeah. And you can click this company, you got everything you need, or you can say, I can go to chat here. Let's go to paper transport. We'll search all the companies. What's that?
Ernie has his hand raised.
Oh, Ernie.
Dom, I have a question for you. When you do something like this, is there a subscription you charge people, or is it something you give them, and then as you modify it, it's a whole different program? Or
This company pays us $7,750 a month.
Okay. But have you said something else that you do it with other recruiters?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
And when you do it with the companies, are they on a subscription basis or on a one-time fee, or how do you work?
Subscription.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the day they stop the subscription, they don't have access to your data.
Correct. We can cut it right off. Yeah.
Going right on. You've answered my question.
Yeah. Let me plug this in real quick. 1 second. Okay,
that's awesome, Dom.
Never mind.
That's
pretty cool.
So you've created like a little harness specific for their role, for them, for their company, for what they care about.
Correct. And then their leaders can go in here and see all their LinkedIn campaigns, their stats, everything right from here.
Dude, how are you? So you're connected in with like Instantly or whatever it is that's then feeding that data.
Yep.
Okay.
And they love this, that they can come in here and see, like, all right, how many?
But they never see Instantly. Or they
What's
do?
that?
They
No,
never see like. Okay.
They don't see the sources.
And then they can come in here and they can just say, all right, we want to change our messaging, whatever, blah, blah, blah. See their campaigns. Here's this one's paused. Here's their messaging. They can go in here and edit it, and then it will automatically go and edit it on its own on the other side.
See, I wonder how, oh man, that's crazy, man.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool. Like that's the layer of the engagement layer that I sort of was thinking I should probably add to my thing, but I don't have it added yet.
They could put their target accounts in here. They could, the leader can go in here and be like, all right, let me go check on my team. Let's say this guy, one of the sales reps there. Let me go check on Andrew. And you can see his campaign prospects he has in the pipeline. Their emails, everything.
So Dom, when you become a SaaS provider, like you then have to you have to have support, and like there's a lot of complexity that this adds to your day. That's, I assume obviously you got to figure it out, but that's crazy.
No, we don't have it figured out yet. Because it just keeps adding on stuff that we want to do.
That's awesome.
But they can go website for their
I would outsource it, Dom.
presentation.
I would have one person that you hire, like a Brad, and then have him outsource the rest of it and just manage them. If you had to do that.
Yeah, that's the plan. Like that's what we want to do. But like we need to make sure somebody really understands AI and the product, like what we're doing and how it can help them. And that's the hard part. Like some of the stuff
That's
is
really
so
cool.
new. You know.
Hey Dom, have you used Perplexity Computer at all, or no?
Yeah,
What do you think about that?
they're all great. Just depends on what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Hey,
Do you like?
I'm going down a rabbit hole right now. You know the whole concept I told you about. I was going with trying to build out an ATS system. So you're mentioning DigitalOcean, so I should try to throw like there's what is it? Is it Supabase or something like that for like the database? But like SubOcean would be the idea to just start up a server on SubOcean and then have all that data go in there. Because I was thinking about trying to use Obsidian for knowledge base, and then N8N local in that DigitalOcean. You know what I'm saying? So not using any credits, like self-hosting. I don't know, Mike. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you, but Dom freezes sometimes.
Yeah, you could. I mean, just to get away with it for free right now. But
Then
when
we
you
can
switch,
switch.
Ringo.
He's the Iceman.
You
That's
switch
why.
over here.
I didn't know if he had golf league today. If he's going in and out of text messages, people talking smack or what. Can't hear you. You're on mute or something. Maybe your mic's.
Oh, sorry.
There
There's
you
so
go.
many computers going. If you go to the GitHub repos, you could use that a skill I'll give you. It's a GitHub GemSeeker, and then it will tell you what repos are open source, so you don't have to waste tokens or build it.
Okay.
But if you do have Claude, you only have 3 days technically, and until they extend it and freak everybody out.
Fable 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just trying to find a place where I can do it not local, but in the cloud, so then I can access it anywhere, you know, from that standpoint, not have to deal with firewalls and setting up my own server at home. I've thought about that, you know. I mean, with everything with AI today, it's probably pretty easy to manage it. I do have some IT contacts that could help me out if I run into issues, you know, but I don't want to self-host. I'd rather just have a server up in the cloud like DigitalOcean. It's not much either, is it? I mean, it's what, $5 I could probably do depending on the data I'm gonna throw in there.
I don't even know. Let's see, what was I paying?
This is what I love about them. He's just like, I don't know what I'm paying, but you know, it's just.
I use Supabase and I pay like $50 a month, and for however much data I have in there.
Supabase. Okay.
Supabase.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah, in the beginning, you can just test like they're most of them are free for like Supabase. I think is what, Zach, 2 projects, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
once you add like more complexity to it, you want to upgrade, but
Okay. Yeah, because I'm just like I said, it's just more of a hobby on the side trying to figure it out. I mean, with Claude Code these days and Codex, I haven't really adapting to Codex, but it seems like I was able to build my website out pretty nicely and make some adjustments in like 15 minutes. And, you know, I'm still kind of tweaking it here and there, but yeah, like I'm stoked. I mean, I'm already looking at getting a Mac Mini, just running that off of that and not even touching on my regular system that I'm currently using right now as a MacBook Pro 4, or was it MacBook M4 Max chip. So
Yeah.
it's got the horsepower, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of these ATS systems don't have exactly what I'm looking for, you know, and it would be nice if they just plugged into whatever solution you want to use, like Signal Hire or Pin, or just, you know what I'm saying, through the MCP server, and utilize their technology, that they're cutting edge already, utilize their technology to bring it into your world. And it just seems like people lock that stuff down, you know. So
How much do you budget for doing all that?
well, right now I'm only budgeting not much at all to start up. Like DigitalOcean was $5. Obsidian's free if you do local. You know, you could download that local. N8N is, I was going to probably have to pay what, $20 a month for that.
The rough
Is
monthly spend that it sounds like a lot of people are doing is somewhere between like $500 to $800 a month.
So there's a product called Unipile, and what that does is it integrates your social medias into like whatever dashboard that you're hosting. Instagram, LinkedIn is one of them, to where like you can use it to all of your messages come through that one dashboard. So if you are building out your own CRM, you can use Unipile. You got to pay for it, but it can put all of your in-mails, your regular LinkedIn messages, or if you're, you know, recruiting on other social medias, it can put it all under that candidate profile. So it sees all activity, not just calls, emails, sequences. It'll all be listed under there.
Zach, I think you asked about Hermes. Have you downloaded this?
Yeah, I've got Hermes. Yeah, I've got this.
So cron jobs go in here and then just create one.
Yeah.
It's right here.
So then, but here's the question though, like when do you do it in here versus when you do it in like the other harnesses?
I just got this today, so I don't know.
Oh, did you? Okay. That's like the part I'm struggling with. It's like, what do I give Hermes to do on a regular basis versus what do I just have, you know, you know, Codex or Claude do?
I usually just do them all in here, and then I'll push it, and then. But I just got this today, so we'll see how this works.
Here, I'll show you guys this thing real quick. Oh my gosh.
Where did it pull all this shit from?
Oh yeah, those are all your it did that for me too. Like it has every artifact that it's ever like created, basically.
Where are these people though?
Maybe if you built like a website and they like pulled it, or if you like pulled a profile from LinkedIn, or like I feel like it I don't know. I think
You better be careful there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who those people are, but let's see.
They created like 14 OnlyFans accounts.
You got to explain that to your wife.
As long as it's bringing us money, I don't care. The hell is this?
That's probably your other LinkedIn worker that it created.
Wow.
And that's
if any of you guys, anybody else been in Ben Mina's calls here?
I've been listening occasionally. I'm going to go back to the records and listen to them after business hours, though. I mean, it's like right the smack of the like prime time. It's tough, and then you just don't know if there's like they had a little N8N. One was an N8N workshop, and I listened to that, how to create your first kind of like N8N sequence on how to take a candidate profile, and all of a sudden it drives calendar invites, creates a feedback submittal based off candidate intake, you know. So it wasn't bad. But I was like, yeah, I have Claude do that. I just tell Claude what to do, and it'll actually create my own automation within N8N now.
That's what I was wondering. Why she didn't just say that?
'Cause that's how I do it. So I'm just really trying to get ramped up in it. I actually I ran out of my Perplexity. Did Perplexity Pro. It just up yesterday, but I mean, I don't know if I need to go. I'm just testing right now because I have ChatGPT and then ChatGPT, and then I use obviously with Claude. Both of them are on my desktop.
Do you use ChatGPT a lot, Tim?
Every day. Yeah, I use it every day. I use ChatGPT. I don't know. I've created a lot of prompts in it. And code, like I said, with Claude, I'll use CoWork, and stuff like that. But I'm still, right now, I'm all doing business development right now. I got someone I'm working with, and she's awesome. And she's kind of the sourcing side of it. So she's filling some roles that I have open. And I'm just trying to focus on business development right now. So that's why, Jobin.Cloud they're creating a brand new contacts. It's actually going to look very similar to Loxo, which is really cool. It's a huge advancement by them. Go ahead, Ernie.
No, I was going to say, I was thinking of dropping Jobin and maybe going into Apollo more. What are your thoughts on that? Help me out.
I haven't really thought. Right now, Jobin is doing data enrichment with like 20 different, kind of the same thing that they actually use Apollo as one of their enrichment. What do they call it? Third party, organizations. It's similar to Loxo. So from the tokens, I pay I think $156 a month, and I like the AI automation off of Jobin still. I like being able to set up a sequence and be able to send a first connection request, or if they have an open profile or an in message or an email. The only thing they don't have is like SMS, which I'm going to get that set up because they have capabilities. I just filled out the damn form with, I don't know, the U.S. Communications Agency, whatever the hell it is, and I got rejected because they thought I was like a spammer. So I don't have SMS yet. I don't know. It cost me $8. I'm going to keep doing it until I get it set up with Jobin. But Jobin's got the MCP now. They got the API. Loxo's got the same thing. But I don't know. I go back to working with support so much better with Jobin than Loxo right now.
You still have Loxo right now, right?
Yeah, but I haven't really. It's been radio silent.
They just added some stuff recently, like last day or two. I don't know if you've checked that out.
They've added AI. I think they got an MCP server now. That's a direct MPC server, so you can get into that. Tom's all about Loxo. He'll never leave Loxo, so that's cool. So if you want to talk to someone using it and how to set that stuff up, that I think he's probably the best point. I've made a commitment to go to Jobin and see where that's at in 3 months, and if I can utilize it as an enrichment solution, and it seems like it's pretty good on that. So,
I'm gonna clone fucking Jobin.Cloud too, and none of us have to pay for it.
Well, my idea, Dom. So I'm definitely going to be working on that in the back end. With
These
all this
companies
AI.
are all gonna hate me because I'm just gonna fucking give it all for free too. I'm gonna be like, here you go, recruiters, no more paying. Here you go, here you go, here you go. You just gotta fucking set up a local one and maintenance. They're all gonna hate me because I'm gonna do that one day.
Level playing field.
We've been screwed all these years by these companies just milking us recruiters. Subscribe to this, get this, we need this tool. Okay. Now we're fair playing field, and somebody like me that never knew how to make any tools, and Tyler and Zach and all of us go make it ourselves. Forget that.
I was mentioning this the other day on Tom's call, and it's like, dude, if Loxo or all these CRMs and ATS providers were on the cutting edge of this AI, they should have been. They should have had all of this stuff out there. Look for a new creation. You wouldn't have had it, so they screwed themselves.
Yeah.
Tyler, I loved your picture on Tom's podcast.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't know if you...
Like half of the
Yeah, no,
he's got one of me in a big lumberjack shirt. I'm just woke up, maybe just ate a couple rabbits raw.
Your background, it looks like it. You're at the cabin.
That's my goal, fellas. That's my goal. I will have a cabin. Within 5 years, I will be at a cabin on these calls, fellas and ladies.
So I was trying to build a mass order, right? Something I could bulk bulk import and do it very cleanly. And I spec'd it all out with Claude, right? And Chrome extension is apparently pretty easy to do. That's how I was going to build it. And I was like, well, I have Jobin. Why don't I just use Jobin, right? So I kind of scrapped that.
So a mass importer of what?
Just like contacts.
Candidates, contracts, whatever, right? Like if I click on it, I can import, more than just one at a time. But I wanted it to pull more than just a LinkedIn URL. Like I wanted to auto-populate into filling out, parsing all the fields, the name, the title, the location, the zip code, the skills, the work history. I wanted to, but I ended up kind of getting sidetracked.
What do you want here, Tyler? So you want bulk importer for what? Bulk importer covers a lot of ground, and the right open source tool depends entirely on the data destination. CSV Excel into a database, leads, contacts into a CRM or tool file in the system, candidates, resumes into Loxo.
Like from LinkedIn, Tyler?
Yeah, from LinkedIn, mostly. Or
Driplify.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the big problem I have with all these platforms is I want to own my data. And they say you do, but they don't. Because like trying to pull metadata out of Loxo is impossible. I pull out contacts out of Loxo, it has no information, notes, nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when you export, they protect the hell out of it. It's really frustrating. The only platform I know that gives you all that crap is Salesforce. If you export out of Salesforce, it's your data, you own it, and it'll include every spec of metadata you have on that.
You're really going old school, because remember in the old days when you owned a certain program, you had it in your computer. It didn't go anywhere else. It was just in your computer.
Yeah.
And then it went up in the sky.
It's just technology is so fast now with all these different applications. That's why I'd love to have like a ATS or CRM that's just like, hey, I just want to manage the profiles. I want to follow up with profiles. I want to do that. But guess what? I'll let the experts do what they need to do, and I'll get MCP to be able to send an email or create a 5-step sequence for my MPC, and it has text, email, all that, and I utilize their tool to do it, but everything coming back comes right into mine. It's just Loxo tries to do sequencing. It's half-assed. Jobin does sequencing. They're working on reporting, so you know who clicked and opened. I want to know that. Some people don't care, but I do. I'm a little micromanager. I'm like, hey, did he click it or did he open it? But a lot of times you could probably, even if they clicked it or opened it, create an automated response or utilizing AI to do all those stuff if you have that information, But that's why I'm exploring that DigitalOcean or some level where I can put something up in the cloud. I was looking at Notion. Notion actually has a really nice mobile app feature. And then they got Notion AI, and that's kind of could be housed with databases, but you'd have a certain amount of data and stuff like that, and you don't really control a lot of how you set it up.
And really, you ask yourself, when is there too much data that you don't do anything?
Yeah.
You get it, and you say you got to do some calls, and my family has already scolded me and said, "Dad, you need to get on the phone."
Yeah. I have a question. I got a hop, but is there anybody that has? So I have I don't know if you guys use SalesNav at all, but I've got lists of contacts that at my target clients that I'm focused on, and I see some of their updates, and my feed becomes tailored to them. Some of that data I would love to get out of there and into my own tool. When they post a job, when they share a job, hey, come join our team. Obviously then I have the hiring manager and I have a job that's open, that's a need.
Do you want to do bulk?
No, I just wanted to automatically pick those type of signals up and then bring it into my tool.
No. Why do you want to do that?
Because I don't want to work in SalesNav all the time. I don't want to be addicted to I don't want to be stuck on LinkedIn.
I think that's the question too, is number one, do you have to have LinkedIn to do the other things like Jobin. You need SalesNav to get all your contacts into Jobin. And one of the things I guess you look at is asking yourself, what are we most interested in? Is it the contact person or is it jobs? Like who's open?
Well, I think those are my primaries because you have the hiring manager and the job, the need, just connected right there.
So Zach,
I did
put
that.
that in the Claude.
Yeah,
You just said you wanted.
yeah.
Put it in the
Let it
Claude.
come up with-
Yeah. Well, let it come up with something. Once you get the output you like,
Yeah.
then tell it to create the skill.
Okay.
A lot of people just
'Cause,
start
like-
by creating skills. Do what you want it to do, and then once it's done, it will create the skill.
Like what I did is I created a skill that basically, and it kind of sucks, but like I just do a screen grab when I find them, right? If I'm on my phone, I'll take a screenshot. And then and then I've trained it to go into my screenshots on a cadence, like once a day at like 5 in the morning. And it searches like for those types of screen grabs that I do. Cause I just, like if I'm laying in bed at night and I scroll my feed and I see some of those, I'm like, oh shoot, that's somebody I should target tomorrow. Boom, click. Next one, boom, click. Yeah, there's one that's interesting. Boom. And I might have 3 of them in there. And then it's like, okay, then they come into my tool that I'm building. But I don't know.
When we go off the air, I want to show you guys something I'm doing.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe-
But I gotta
maybe a
go. I
little-
want to show you this tool real quick.
All right, guys, I'm going to take out the note takers. I'll have a closing statement like Tom, so I'll see you tomorrow or next Thursday. or Monday, I'll be on the Hay Summit.
Yeah. We're a suit.
Our Recruiter AI Summit.
We're a suit.
Let me get these note takers out. Ernie?